The views expressed in this video are the sole opinions of Angie McMann. Side effects may include release of emotional constipation, enlargement of the pride, swelling of self-value, and rash bouts of happiness.
It's Don't Poo Poo My Woo Woo.
This is Don't Poo Poo My Woo Woo. I'm Angie McMann, and I'm here with your woo woo word of the day, the Clairs. Are you familiar with the Clairs? There are 4 of them. There's Clairvoyant, Clairsentient, Clairaudient, and Claircognizant. I'm pretty sure you have all 4 of them somewhere in you, but let's go over exactly what those are. The first one, clairvoyant. It means to perceive events. So if you use terms like I see in conversation regularly, you're probably using your clairvoyance. You probably have the ability to see visions, symbols, easily imagine your goals. You probably have a great imagination. You could possibly see auras, fogs that others don't see, or shadows. Please, if you see fogs and shadows and you have an eye problem, see your doctor. You could have very frequent and vivid dreams. You probably daydream, and you daydream so hard that it's coming from your subconscious. You fall right into it, and people are like, hey, hi, are you there? The second one is clairsentient. Sentient means clear feeling. So you're probably highly sensitive, like physically so. People could actually say to you that you're overly sensitive in the way you react to things. It's just you being clairsentient. You could use phrases like, I feel, or maybe I sense. If you find yourself using those in a conversation, you're probably using your clairsentience. If you're like me, you go into large crowds and you feel almost immediately drained. You're picking up all the energy, vibrations, moods, thoughts, feelings of everybody around you, and you probably can't stay there very long and need to tap out and get some quiet time. If you get gut feelings, that's your clairsentience. The next one's clairaudient. Clairaudient means clear hearing. Clairaudience can be either internal or external, but I can give you an example of an external one. Have you ever been, and I've had this happen, alone in the house, and you might be busy doing something, and you clearly hear somebody calling your name, and you look up and say, yeah? And then realize that you were completely alone? That's your clairaudience. Nothing to be afraid of. You probably use the phrase when talking to other people, the I hear you. You prefer to listen, read, and research. You probably talk to yourself and talk to animals and plants. They're probably some of the best conversations that you have. That's clairaudience. The last clair is claircognizant. That means clear knowing, meaning knowing something without evidence. And the perfect example I can give you is I was in the car with a friend, and we were driving out during the day to go shopping, and it was getting towards the end of a school day. And as we were driving down the road, I literally overwhelmed, knew that I had to get to the school. I had to get to the school, and I said to my friend, we're making a detour. And she's like, why? I said, something's wrong. And she said, how do you know? I said, I don't, but let's just go check it out. I arrived at the school, and my daughter, who was in track practice, had injured herself. And the coach came up to me and said, I meant to call you. And then my daughter said, how did you know to come? Claircognizance. Sometimes you just know things without any proof. I believe we have all 4 of these clairs. We use them all the time. We just may not realize it. If you meditate and you get a picture in your head of maybe it's just an outline of a star, look it up. What does it mean to you? You could be telling yourself something. Your subconscious could be telling yourself something. Maybe your angels and guides are trying to give you a message. Don't be afraid to look it up. Don't be afraid to go deeper. Maybe you got goosebumps during the day. What set off those goosebumps? Write it down. That's your clairsentience. What about just knowing something? Did you ever have that feeling that something was wrong? Did you have that feeling that something was right? Did you ever just know something? That's your claircognizance. Write it down. The more you journal these things, the more you realize that you have these abilities, you can help build your own confidence. It's really helpful. It's a tool that I use, and it's really helped me. Don't be afraid to use and enjoy all of your clairs. If you're willing to share, I'd love to hear about your Clair experiences. Please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you love woo-woo as much as I do, please subscribe to my channel.